Ah, hey folks, so this is my new studio. Imp was really kind and created me a new space where I don't have to be on the kitchen table, which is fantastic. Yeah, I'm really liking it. The nice thing is that I can work on here in the middle of the day. There is some traffic noise, which is kind of a bummer. But if you look around, it's, I've got my art area here. I've got there's a chair there that I can sit back and watch some videos. If you notice that my eyes keep on looking up here, it's because I have the monitor above the webcam, which is a bit annoying, but until I get a working computer, that's what I'm going to have to deal with. So I apologize if my eyes keep on looking upwards, which is much better than the last 3 episodes where I was looking off to the side. I don't know. Just, it's a pain in the butt. But until I can get a new computer, that's a lot to deal with. In the meantime, Imp had made me this great monitor stand. One of the problems with me being so tall is that often the monitor is too low for me. So this is really nice that it's up and I can actually, stretch my neck back a little bit because I'm, getting technic. So, let's see. So other than that, we haven't got any new backers today, which you would think would be bad, except for the fact that this gives me a really good baseline for the next project, or when we start making changes to the project. It's going to give us a good baseline, so I can tell if all of a sudden if people like the changes, because then we'll start getting backers again. So I'm liking this idea. Now there's still a chance that we're going to cancel the project. I mean, after all, I've given myself 1 week to show a drastic improvement in the projects, or in the backers. But we'll see. So, yeah. Addicted Fireball asks, how do you keep player knowledge separate from character knowledge? And do you demand knowledge rolls when the characters go over? So, first of all, amongst everything, you should always communicate with the players. Set the appropriate expectations, okay? So if you're going to be playing a medieval game, like D&D or something that they would not possibly have the knowledge of computer programming or chemistry or whatnot, or at least be a limited amount of chemistry, be straight with them. Say, look, your character doesn't know that, and explain the differences between player knowledge and character knowledge. The other thing that you might want to do is, like with our group, in our Shadowrun group, sometimes the party gets split. And when that happens, sometimes the players forget that they're not in the same room. And so a character will all of a sudden decide that they want to get together and help one of the other players who's currently in trouble, without without a text message or without a message or anything. So at that point, just a polite reminder, no, you're not in the same room, you wouldn't know that. Now, this does give the main player an opportunity to think, hey, maybe I need to send a text message to, get some help, or send a message or call or something like that. But if that does happen, you take away an action, because that uses up an action. I usually try to only make rolls if they have the prerequisite skills. So, no computer programming if you are a 4th level wizard. Sorry, not going to happen. Making gunpowder? Maybe. So if they have alchemy or anything that might even somewhat fit into their character, then I would allow the roll. But most of the time, it doesn't come to a roll. Okay, we're going to do some shout outs. I want to have a special thanks to the SteamRollers podcast. They are awesome. I know I keep on talking about them, but I'm really enjoying the podcast, and the fact that they're actually going to be using roll versus roll, extra thumbs up. Also, Legends of Tabletop. These guys, I actually had a chance to talk to a few of them, and they're really fun. They really love games, and the interviews are fantastic. The actual play is a lot of fun. In fact, I just got done listening to their Warhammer 40k episode, which was a lot of fun. So definitely listen to that, and Jump Jets and Human Bodies, bad combo. Cawwood Publishing. So here's someone else on Twitter who's always very active and always has a lot to say about role playing. Definitely worth following him on Twitter if you have a chance. And last but not least, I want to have a special thanks to, and I want to point out that this is not a this is not a paid endorsement in any shape or form. I have no connection with this company whatsoever, other than the fact that they make amazing products. Holy shit, I love this Numenera book. This is fantastic. So, Monty Cook and Sharlana Jermaine, this is freaking awesome. So if you guys have a chance, check that out. That is definitely worth it. In fact, I'm going to be talking more and more about Numenera, mainly because it's going to be, it looks like it's going to be the main system I'm going to be running other than Shadowrun. Yeah, there's a long story about that, but yeah. So, which brings up the next point. Just to let you guys folks know is that I'm not ever going to sell advertising on this, and if I do, I'm going to have it very clear that it's a paid advertising. The reason why is that if I'm showing a product or something like that, I actually like it. If it's a podcast, I'm actually listening to it. And there might be a cross-pollination, like they're helping me out, that sort of thing. But I'm a firm believer that I'm already selling a product, which is roll versus roll, and that's where I'm going to be making my money off of this. At some point, I may consider Patreon to keep this up and running, but really, it's all about roll versus roll. So I'm not going to be trying to dip in money here and dip money here and dip money there, because it's this whole thing is not about money. It's all about that I love games, and I really think that having paid advertisements is not going to be cool. So just wanted to point that out. Well, thank you very much, folks, and you have a good day, night. I'm pulling in an all-nighter, so who knows.